Hi everybody, this is Matt, Pedal Outdoors. I thought I'd show you guys our garden, give you a garden tour. So this is just a regular backyard garden. It's like 30 by 35 or so. And we have the drip irrigation set up that we use. We just run a hose from the house and it runs through there. And then we also have our injector too that we use sometimes. And that's how we fertilize. And we've been using this AgroThrive. And we bought this from Travis, didn't we?
Yeah.
I know, lazy dog. But and we get a lot of our ideas from him. We watch his channel a lot. But anyways, we got some sunflowers here coming up pretty good. From Sunflower Steve. We got seeds from him. Here, zoom in on it. We'll get close. Just get close to it. Sunflowers. And then this is kind of like our salad bed. So we've got spinach over here. We got a row of spinach, a row of beets, and then another row of spinach. And we had some celery that we planted in there too. That's coming along okay. And what is today? The 11th, Mother's Day? Today's the 11th, May 11th. Just to give you an idea. Yeah, and we're in South Carolina, in between Spartanburg and Greenville. So it's kind of cold today. The high's only 67, but it's been, 70s, 80s, stuff like that. But our beets are really taking off. I think we're gonna have more than we know what to do with, just about. And then next to that, we've got our peas, which we've picked these quite a bit. We've got like a gallon bag off of them.
Yeah.
And then, so we're gonna let them do their thing and then pull them off. And see, they're kind of filled out all the way up to the top. And these peas are shelling peas. This is the Alaska variety, which last year we had Green Arrow, and I kind of like those better. But these are still good. Really tasty, really sweet. And you can see this thing is just loaded with them. I mean, we got peas, all kinds of peas. And what we're gonna do is we're just gonna come in here and rip all these plants out and pull the peas off them, because they're kind of shielding our, well, they're just kind of getting on our tomatoes a little bit. Right, there's our sweet potato slips that we're trying to grow in those tubs. So hopefully we'll be able to harvest some of that off there. Yeah, these are all teddy bear sunflowers.
No, not all of them.
They're just,
this is the Van Gogh mix.
Van Gogh mix, yeah.
Yeah.
This is something that my mom gave us. It's like a hibiscus.
Yeah,
We'll just do that
hibiscus.
back there. Okay, and then here's our indeterminate tomatoes. We have a row of these. And I can't remember all the varieties, but we have like Mr. Stripey. I think this, I don't know what this is. Cherokee Purple. We took a picture of everything when we planted it. And we've just been trying to kind of keep the suckers off of them. But yeah, they're really growing well. They've got some tomatoes on them. Turkey Creek, we got, Turkey Creek, Cherokee Carbon, Cherokee Purple. So some hybrid indeterminates too in there. Like, look at that. So they're really coming along well. I mean, these are some of the best plants that we've had. I think that, well, we put rabbit manure in here. And then that AgroThrive is really working well. You just want to walk down and show them the stuff. Yeah, I don't know why these leaves are curled up like that, but the plant's still looking good. Hopefully it'll kind of grow out of that. Yeah, most of these plants seem like they kind of have grown to like a 2 liter. They kind of split off, and then sometimes they grow out of the top like that, and it's hard to prune them when they split like that. Look at this right here. So you really get a nice set on it. Wow.
Talk about your trellising technique.
Oh yeah, the floor to weave. So I think we've got 4 plants in between our T-posts. And these are indeterminate, so I think they're gonna get pretty tall. So I'm gonna take like a tomato stake and zip tie it on here, and we'll see how that goes, if it's worth doing or not. But so I got a good feeling these are gonna do pretty well. So just look that there. Yeah, they're really doing good now. We got all kinds of fruit on there.
Oh yeah.
I'm not sure what the varieties are exactly. This I know is a Mr. Stripey, you can tell. And these things always grow like crazy. Oh, and then here's our cherry tomatoes, Sungolds. And this is how you prick the suckers off. These usually stay pretty good on just, you can see it's just one stem. Then you just come in and pick the suckers off. I ripped it a little bit, but it'll be fine. But look at that on there.
Nice set.
And these will turn kind of orange. They're really sweet. And we had one last year. It was probably 12, 15 feet long. We had it going from like across the strings. And then here's our onions. And some of these we started from seed. And then some of them we got from Piedmont Feeding Seed, Farm and Garden. Like the sets, but like this right here, the red ones, this I know was I can't remember what variety it was. We got that from Travis too, but they're really looking good. Got some good vegetation on them. This one right here looks like it's gonna be huge, judging by the top on it, and hopefully by the end of May we'll have most of these out of here. Oh, we had one variety was Candy. That was the intermediate though. And we had, which I think that's what this is right here. Like, these are Candies. I'm not sure. But these are really bulbing up nice. And the ones that we bought from the store, they're the ones that are going to seed. I do know that. So, yeah, from now on we're going to try to grow most of them from seed. It's a lot cheaper that way, and it seems like the onions just do better. Zinnias. We'll put these for our pollinators, I guess. And then here's our row of determinate tomatoes, and these things are looking really good too. And we don't prune these at all. We just let them do their thing. But yeah, they're definitely getting loaded up. And these things got like all kinds of crazy suckers on them and stuff, but I guess that's just kind of what you let them do. That's what we're gonna let them do. Just let them do their thing. And these don't really necessarily taste as good as the indeterminate varieties, but they're good for like salsa and stuff too. For like canned tomatoes. And they're a lot easier to cut up. Like if you gotta process them, it's way easier to get the skin off of a tomato like this. Right here. You know, you can blanch it and rip this, Ashley does it, but get the skin off it in like 2 seconds as compared to the, you know, like a Mr. Stripey. Those are a lot harder to work with. These are, like right here's one. They're all just real nice and uniform, the way the size of them. And they're still way better than what you get in the store, I would say, wouldn't you?
Yeah. This year we're planning to make a lot of pasta sauce because we like to
Spaghetti sauce.
have spaghetti sauce on hand.
And these will be like more meaty, generally. Like a Cherokee Purple or Mr. Stripey will be like real juicy. These are more meaty in general. So yeah, we're gonna go crazy on the sauce because spaghetti sauce at Costco is pretty expensive.
For a good kind.
Yeah.
What do you call it? Rayos?
Yeah. And then here we got our beet edamame. This is our first time growing that.
First year.
And then down there's beans. Then we got our peppers, which are all kind of mixed up.
So our son this year, our youngest, decided that he was going to pull off all of our labeling tabs for our peppers.
And
so
rearrange them too.
we have no idea which peppers are which. So it's kind of a mystery.
Some of these are getting peppers on them right now.
Oh, that's right. Yeah.
So, yeah, I don't know what that is, but
I don't know. Kind of looks like a peppercini right now.
Right here's some type of.
That's a
I don't think
jalapeno.
that's a jalapeno. I think that's something else.
Not a pena.
Did we get those?
I don't
No,
know. I don't
okay.
know. I'm not
Like
sure.
this is more like a bell pepper almost
That-
right here.
Yeah, that
But
looks.
we always have a hard time growing bell peppers. It seems like they always are small. I don't know if it's because it's hot or what, but
Now this year we did purchase lunchbox pepper seeds, so I'm not sure. That
think
kind
that's
of
what
looks
this
like
is.
what that might be.
like a sweet pepper.
Yeah. Mm-hmm.
Yeah. And then we got our squash down here. So this right here I think will be our ready in a couple days really. If it gets, oh, I just broke one off. But if it gets pollinated, it should be ready. It should do good. That's our zucchini, green zucchini. And we got our potatoes back there. So we'll probably be picking some of those for Memorial Day. And we might pick some before then. They're starting to get some flowers on them. Let's dig back here and see what they look like. And these have been like hilled up. Hilled them up. Well, I don't really see a whole lot yet on that one. I figured there'd be like something sitting right there. Alright. Yeah, not much there. But I know they're in there. Oh yeah, right there. Look at that. Our red potatoes always do good. It seems like so.
Couple.
Oh yeah. So we'll be, you don't necessarily have to let them all get right before you pick them or size up. So we'll be starting to. Now we know they're in there. We'll start eating them. Then we tried a new variety of cucumbers this year, which they need picked. The Katrina cucumber, and these do really good too. It just kind of growing straight. They don't get real bushy, but they get like super loaded
Pick that.
like that. And it's hard for us to grow cucumbers here too in the heat. Well, it's not hard, but they just get really bitter once it gets hot out. And so far these have been good, but it's still kind of cool. But I've got high hopes for them. Definitely producing well. Right, there's a big old potato that's hanging out of the dirt. Wow. That's a good size red potato. We've been having a lot of rain, but that's a nice size red potato there, really.
Yeah.
In these fresh potatoes, you can definitely tell. I mean, they're hard as a brick. And yeah, they taste good, don't they?
Mhm.
And
We do have some carrots in the ground.
yeah, we got some
They're
carrots.
kind of small, but the weather's heating up, and they're starting to split. So I feel like these are going to be coming out pretty soon.
Yeah, we planted these in like last fall. I figured they would have got bigger. And that thing's barely big enough to pick.
Yeah. Well, I picked some yesterday or the day before, and they were splitting. So I don't know. They're pretty close together too.
This one's nice right here. Oh yeah. That's not bad. Oh, that's what you're talking about?
Here, yeah. Yeah.
it split right open.
Yeah.
I think that's from them being in there so long. They're just old.
Maybe. I just cut around that split part and you still use it.
Mm-hmm. Yeah. So, I guess that's about it. And we do, like, you know, we'll eat fresh out of here and make our salsa and stuff, but we could show them the greenhouse. Walk down here. And this is totally homemade. I got this idea from a friend of mine. It's fiberglass rebar and then just visclean like you'd use for concrete.
And the zipper?
And the zipper I got off Amazon. And it's got like an adhesive thing, and I put that Gorilla duct tape on it and then stapled it too. To hold it. Hold on in here. And so we've got some more tomatoes in here, and we got like a shade cloth from our old trampoline. Not a real shade cloth, but it looks like it. And so when it gets hotter out, we're gonna put it on here. But they're really growing like crazy. And we got some more cucumbers, doing well. And we've got our cantaloupes, which I need to string these up. I've been pruning these to kind of keep them to one stem, but I need to string them up. Right there. And here we got our onions that we've been harvesting. I just bring them in here to kind of cure them out a little bit and keep them dry. And then we'll clip them off and take them inside. And then here's our watermelon. This is our last round of watermelon transplants we're going to put out at our patch, which is at another place. But these right here are seedless too, so had a hard time getting these to germinate, but we finally got probably 20 of them or so I'm excited about that. And well, thanks for tuning in. We'll see you guys next time.
Bye.